You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Welcome back once again to the forecast. It's not the forecast, it's the three-cast tonight, as Doc has been in Minnesota covering the Dallas Stars in their playoff run. So we won't have Doc tonight, but we will have the three of us, myself, H-Rap, and Wilkes. And tonight, reviewing a film, and that's why I made the title like this, and it's called The Reading. It is on BET+. You already know the deal. If you don't have BET Plus, you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, I'll tell you in a little while. But it's on BET Plus and starring Monique and a variety of other, I would say, new actors. There's not a lot of actors that I've seen in this. And the question is this a comedy or a horror film? Because I couldn't really. It was blurring in between the lines, but obviously it's Monique, so we could get into it tonight. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But A-Trap, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good.
In the movie theater. In the what was that called?
Sneaking in the movie.
Sneaking in the movies, yeah. Wilkes, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Doing all right. This movie wasn't worth my shirt, so I didn't wear my forecast shirt tonight. So I apologize.
What you got in the cup?
Nothing special tonight. Just gin and tonic. Just
okay.
Gin Hendrix and some tonic water. That's it.
All right. Let's get to the chat real quick. We got Chef Fana's Wine. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. He's either cooking something good, talking to, interviewing, top celebrities and people. So make sure to definitely check out his channel. Appreciate you for tuning in. Raider Kev in the building. Thank you for tuning in. I did get your suggestion on Reggie, a documentary on Reggie Jackson. I think that's something we may definitely do.
Yeah,
I'm a sports fan, so and Reggie was definitely one of those.
I haven't started it yet, but I saw FX and Hulu did something with Dear Mama, but I hadn't started it yet. I don't know if it's worth the watch, but
I already started watching it. It's all right. I think it's.
Let y'all review it. I'm gonna watch it.
And see, the auntie is heavy in it. Like she's the one that they're primarily interviewing in his publicist.
I guess I was like, is it really worth the watch? I mean,
it might be, man. I mean, Tupac and he accomplished greatness in a brief period of time, but
yeah,
I'm sick about it. I don't want to hear no more about Tupac and Biggie, man.
Man, we can hear about this, man, till the end of time. Our kids are gonna be talking about it.
It's for people I never want to talk about.
It's literally, I have to say, if they don't want to say it, it's literally up there. Who shot John F. Kennedy?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mystery to people
Black
to the end of time. Even though we know, we know who made that. Who made that happen? Same thing with Malcolm X.
Right.
You put some money on the table, and
I talk about Malcolm X. I'm just. It's for people I don't want to talk about no more. Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
Too late.
Oh my gosh.
Too late, man.
Hey, to H-Rap's point, I don't know how people people get in the heated verbal
fighting
over LeBron and Jordan, and then they'll try to sprinkle a little Kobe in there. But Bron and MJ, oh my God, that they got people heated.
I almost walked out
be fighting words
this weekend for that, man. My homeboy Corey, he was in the back. Me, I was like,
honestly,
hey, they becoming the fighting words, man, over basketball.
And honestly, you can't even have the same conversation with Bron and Jordan because it's a different era of basketball. It's not even the same.
They don't even play alike.
Yeah, people want to compare, but I've come to the realization that it is based on era because you can go Wilt if you want to go way back. You
It's
could
based on
go
era.
you can go Jordan. You can go Kareem. You can it's
Hell, Allen Iverson. I mean, it's a
you can
it's a
put a lot of
season.
different
It's a
people in
season. It's
there.
an era. You can't compare that, man.
Yeah. All right. So on tonight's show, the reading. Excuse me. I think I said the reading earlier, but the reading. So let's get into some initial thoughts here on this film, and I'm gonna go to A-Trap first.
Okay.
Should we get the fired early? Should we get the
I ain't gonna front, man. I actually like the joint, man.
Really?
I didn't go into it. Okay. This is how I judge.
Define like. Yeah, define like.
No, I enjoyed the movie. I'm not gonna front.
Okay.
I enjoyed the joint. Okay, but my scale gets curved. I grade on a curve when I look at the quality of the budget of the movie.
Yeah.
When I look at the budget, I go,
noise.
okay, this is a little, this BT budget. This ain't a big screen budget.
It's like Tubi TV budget.
Yeah, this Tubi TV budget, right?
F them kids. Yeah,
you on a curve, and then
Right.
but what I will do is this, man. I will give them credit. It was an original joint. The whole concept was original. I've never seen a story like this. The plot twist at the end.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it was original. Monique did a great job. I'm not a Monique fan at all. I ain't never got to see Monique do nothing else.
Right.
He got down. So I was, when I'm looking at this like a black made for TV movie. To like what's the woman? Yeah. What's that woman? If you ever wake up and your woman watch that channel, you're like, baby, you need to turn. What's that?
Hallmark channel?
Lifetime.
Yeah, Hallmark Lifetime. It was like Lifetime.
I had that vibe. Yeah.
It was like Lifetime. So I was like, okay, mental note, don't let them watch this. But I enjoyed it, man. I mean, because when I looked at the budget, from my perspective, my man Big Illinois put me up on Movie Game in the 80s. You know what I mean? Because I would just watch movies.
Yeah, you're right.
So Big Illinois put me up on Game, and since then, I'm watching. I'm going, okay. But I actually enjoyed the joint. I'm not a Monique fan, so it was all right.
Did you consider it horror or comedy?
Thriller.
Okay.
Thriller. That's what I would call it, a thriller.
Yeah. Now, and I said this early on that Monique looked good. So real quick, let's just give her a shout out on that. You can see she's definitely worked on herself. The opening was it was definitely, you could tell the budget wise with the opening, because they were kind of filling each other out. And I think too, Monique has been gone since, she hadn't done a film since I think 2016. So it's been a while.
Was that Precious? That could have been Precious.
Yeah, Precious was the last joint that I can remember.
2016, I think it was. Precious was the last one she did. So
I'll look it up while you talk.
Yeah. And Big Illinois, you're right. She was moving around like a sprinter, bro. I was like, hold on. They must have sped up her sprint. It immediately made me think of Get Out when I seen her turning that corner when she was running. So that's, to me, this was more funny than it was horror for me. And I would say I laughed more than I had, oh no, what's gonna happen next? Right. It was kind of what I had. But Wilkes.
Of course, when I first started watching, I thought the movie was trash anyway. But
Trash alert.
Yeah,
Almost Christmas. Almost Christmas was our last movie.
Oh,
yeah,
almost
2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was treating it pretty harsh when I was watching it, but I've seen these horror movies before. This horror movie, this has been done before, so I understand. Kind of like the take that BET was taking. Because here's the funny thing: we always talk about talking to the TV, and black people will watch some horror movies.
Yeah,
black people will
living in one.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we'll talk to the TV.
We'll talk to the TV. So I think, and honestly, I think black people have always really been involved in horror movies, whether they were acting or watching them or supporting them, or for Jordan, not even Jordan Peele, but I'll use him for example. he's kind of retapping into that
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, like I said, we always watched Freddy Krueger or the Nightmare on Elm Street, which is called. We always call it by the character name. We never call it by the movie.
Freddy, Jason.
We say Chucky, but we don't say Child's Play. We don't ever say
right. Yeah.
So I mean, this, you know, I gave it a hard time, but the concept. Here's the funny thing. I love movies like this that play with your mind because even in the beginning, I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. Is this in somebody's head? Is somebody making this up?
Right.
You know, is this really happening? You know, I didn't expect some things that took place, but yeah, I mean, we've seen the paranormal activities. We've seen those type of movies where people, you know, they're not convinced. So they go out and they do their little thing, and all of a sudden it takes a turn. So we've seen these kind of movies before, but with the black perspective. But I mean, I gave it a kind of like I was hard on it, but I get where it's going. I get what they're trying to do. So, and for BET, that was that the first horror movie, I guess technically.
That's the first one
out. Besides Leprechauns in the Hood.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, you know what, man? When you got a title like that, I'm not even looking at that, man. I already don't like y'all. Your girl Golden ruined me on horror movies, man. I'm a grown man scared of the dog right now, man. I'm not joking, man. I mean, I ain't like scared to go to sleep.
I love some good horror movies, man. But I've seen these before, so it you know, I probably was a little harsh on it, but in all, you know, actuality, when it comes down to it, I've seen these not low budget. Well, maybe it is, but
it was low budget.
I've seen these type of movies, and hey, sometimes it's a start because that could be a catapult for some of these actors to
get out.
Exactly.
Yeah, go into something else.
I think that's the point when it comes down to low budget films is that you're giving these new actors an opportunity. Well, Nique was honestly the only person I knew in this entire movie. I'm trying to think.
I didn't recognize. There was like one more person. I can't remember. There's one more.
Supposedly, her assistant was in some other movies, but nothing I recognize.
Yeah, but I think that's the point when it comes down to low budget is that you're giving all these young and up and coming actors opportunities, and hopefully, like you said, Wilkes, hopefully that catapults them into another opportunity.
Absolutely. You know, because if you think about it, look how many people that are mega Hollywood stars that started on the small screen. I mean, may have
Cosby's, A Different World.
Oh yeah, may have made an appearance. Oh, we can go back to the Mod Squad. The guy that played
third.
Yeah, I was like, we can go back. I mean, the small screen has catapulted many careers. I mean, Denzel Washington on St. Elsewhere. So, I mean, you know, so it's definitely it's definitely a starting point. And I didn't realize that, and I started to notice. It's like, man, they started out on the small screen, and now they
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Oh, right.
Bruce Willis
started out smacking Uncle Phil. No, I'm joking.
But like you said, I mean, well, then of course, like you said, well, I don't know. Did Martin start on small screen, or did he come out on?
Martin was big screen first.
Already big screen. Yeah, he was already.
Yeah. What was that? House Party was his first.
Do the right thing. Yeah. So he was already
party.
But yeah, man, I mean, you forget about how some of these people careers started with TV, maybe Broadway. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's a starting point.
But see, you know what? Remember last week when I made the statement, this is why I don't like people going for the big money, you know, trying to expand in their audience. Right. I didn't mean I don't want you to have the largest audience that you can find.
Yeah.
What I meant was, as you're stating, you can use whatever platform you can and let people come to you.
Absolutely.
My man Keen and Peele, he's the perfect example of this. He started off on Comedy Central, a throwaway network, and he just did his thing.
Yeah.
Him and his partner did their thing, and it is. Right. Eddie Murphy is another dude start off on.
So wait a minute, y'all just gonna sit here and just let me sit here looking crazy.
Hey, I didn't know it was you or it was a cardboard.
Who the hell?
I waved. But you look like you got a hernia.
I was letting A-Trap get his point across first.
Yeah, hey, what you say, Wilkes? You say it look like I'm hurting?
You like you hurting.
I'm hurting. Hey, you ain't lying, man. I'm hurting. Landed this morning, went straight to the office, man, and I think they say it. Speaking of movies, I think what's the movie that Danny Glover played with the cat where he goes, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
Oh,
Lethal Weapon.
There you go. There you go. I'm getting too old for this shit. You know.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah. So I just missed my brothers, man, and wanted to pop on and say what's up, and don't be too fucking serious tonight, because Wilkes, I know they try to rope you into conservatism when I'm not around. So I just wanted to give you a vote of confidence today and let you know that I'm with you, and I need you just to do your thing. Represent me well, please. Don't let this shit go down in the handbasket, man.
Oh, trust me. After I give him my praises of, hey, I've seen these movies, it's kind of after that the movie shit. So
yeah, it's coming. It's
All
coming.
right, fella. That is what.
Ross Perot and Raphael Cruz.
Right, exactly. All right, man. I'll catch y'all.
All right,
now.
All right.
You know the word I want to insert there. Your couch.
Yeah.
Your couch. Yeah.